practicing reflexology in the back of the ambulance and seeing the results.
Yeah.
People with heart attacks are coming back to life. Their blood pressure is going down. She's amazing, the other ambulance drivers that are there. I said she loves people. She's got a great rapport with people. I said she'd make a wonderful tutor. I said, can she come and sit in with me next year just to get the extra? And they let her do that, because the following year my husband took a brain thing, and I ended up in Auckland Hospital for about a month with him.
Yeah.
And so it was really, really strange the way it happened. And this is the story of my life. On the 4th of October in 2001, I sat down and wrote my resignation to the Lotus Centre. They rang me up and I said, why, Elaine, why? Aren't you being paid enough money? They paid me $30 an hour. And I thought that was big money for me. I didn't care about the money, to be quite frank.
Yeah.
I loved doing it. And I said, I don't know why. I said, I just had to do it. I said, I don't know what's happening. On the 7th of December, now I had finished that year, and we had sat the exam at the end of the year. Everybody passed. I never had one failure in any class in the whole time that I taught.
Right.
And I'm losing the thread now. Shouldn't have said that.
It's all right.
Going up a tributary, I shouldn't. Yeah, well, when you get to this age, you sort of rather got to think about things.
You're doing well.
On the 7th of December, my husband took this. It was just a headache. All he had was a headache. And the finish, I took him to the doctor. You just about had to drag him, you know.
Yes.
And the doctor was amazed. He said, "We don't know what it is. It's not a brain. It's not a brain seizure. It's not. We don't know what it is. It's, you know." And so they rang the hospital over in Hastings. They said, "Bring him over." So we took him over, and they didn't know what it was either. So they rang Auckland, and of course Auckland Hospital is opposite the medical school. They said, "Bring him up. He sounds interesting. We'll all have a look at that, you know."
Yeah. Yeah.
So they flew him up in an ambulance plane. There was another patient going. I couldn't go in the plane. I rang my daughter in Taupo. I said, "Your dad's got to go to Auckland. He's had some sort of a seizure." She said, "Stay where you are, Mum." She said, "Jeff," that's her husband, "Jeff's down going around some of his clients in Hawke's Bay. He'll pick you up, pack a bag, shut down the house, pack a bag, and Jeff will bring you back and I'll take you to Auckland. We'll both go." So we did. And he had the right side. He had two subdural hematomas here. They had to take those out. And he had a big bleed in the occiput. And I never let on I knew anything. I thought I'll hear more information that way. So the doctors used to take me with them. They were wonderful in Auckland. And the head surgeon said, "G'day, I'm Arnold Nee, you know, just I'm Arnold." You know, we were just everybody was on first name terms. And my husband had this big operation in Auckland, so I had given, when I wrote my resignation from the Lotus Centre, from the 4th of October, they had till the end of January to find someone else. And I knew who the someone else was.
Yeah.
It was, you know, the lady that had been with me all that time. So they did, they employed her, and she was very, very successful.
Who was that?
Sharon Marshall's her name.
Okay.
And she used to do all the things that I taught her in the ambulance. She said, "These things work." She said, "Elaine, this works. It works on people in the back of the ambulance." And she said, "I don't know if, you know, they're going to tell on me or what, I don't know." But she said it works. So that's where I...
Is she still around?
Karen, what did I say? Sarah. Sarah lives out, she lives out in, where is it? I think it's the Cane Road.
Okay.
It's sort of out Bayview way.
Right.
She did go into nursing and got her nursing degree and ended up working in the psychological ward, and she would be great for that. Nothing would faze her.
Yeah.
She's absolutely, she would be so efficient but she's very, very kind and she loves people.
Yeah.
You've got to be a people person, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and I had some really good, you know, quite miracles really, you know, and people lie on your table and tell you their life story.
Yes.
You have to have other skills, I think, to help them. So other people, the first person I heard about this was from Denise Helmbright.
Yes.
And then when I heard, and I'd been with her for about 2 or 3 years going to her courses, and I learnt lots of things there. I learned a bit of everything. And then when they did the course in Auckland, that is when I went, and Deanne Kilby was absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about it. But have you switched that on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. No, it's still on. But what I did want to ask you
Yes.
was, were there people in the industry that you saw as being very influential in the rest of the country? Like, you know, with reflexology, you learnt from Dwight Byers, but were
Yes.
there other people that introduced their knowledge that you would have learnt from as well?
We did midwifery reflexology with one nurse that came in. We did I did the Floco method, the American Academy.
Yeah.
He came in and he did reflexology, but he also did ear reflexology too.
Right.
So we had and we had hand as well. So we had all these things. I actually wrote a program right at the end and called it it was a course for people that had certificates. And I had studied Dr. John. I don't know if you've heard of John Ray, Dr. John Ray.
Man Ray, is it?
No, it's just
Sorry?
Ray. What's his name? Dr. John Whitman Ray. Dr.
Oh, okay,
John
I should look him
Whitman
up.
Ray.
Yeah.
Brilliant health person.
Right.
David's brother was under his care, and that's how he learned about me.
Right.
So he used to send me stuff.
Yeah.
And he sent me a lot of stuff. It was absolutely amazing. He sent me a Chinese chart of reflexology with the feet joined together. Have you seen that?
I don't know if I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have seen it online somewhere.
Yeah. So he sent me a lot of things, and he taught me about the bubbling wells. You know, he taught me all about the also. What was the other thing? There was another thing he taught us all about fast burners and slow burners. He said, he was talking about the body. He said some people are fast burners and some people are slow burners. I learnt so much. I was so thirsty to know anything that would help someone.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know. And so I bought everything. I bought all the books. I bought all the charts. I've got charts for Africa still here,
Yeah.
even though I've given a lot to my. She's
Yeah.
my great-granddaughter. I said she's
Yes.
my granddaughter. She's actually my great-granddaughter, and she's in her 3rd year of naturopathy.
Right.
So I gave her a lot of my things because you know, what do you do with them?
True.
You
Yes.
need to
Yeah.
pass them on to someone. Anna's got
Yes.
everything she wants.
Yeah.
I gave her my big Bernard Jensen book, which cost me $399, but it's his life's work
Yeah.
of iridology. So, but I've you know, studied all the reflexologists that came to New Zealand. We all went. If they were in Auckland
Yeah.
or Wellington or wherever they were, we would all go.
And how do you see reflexology in the future? Do you see it growing even more and becoming more mainstream?
Well, this is why I started doing things about it, because Dwight said we need people to promote it. You know, he said it like there was Auckland and there was Wellington,
Yes.
and later on there was sort of Christchurch. There wasn't sort of there was odd people here and there, you know,
Yeah.
but it wasn't there wasn't a great deal of people. I think when William Floco came here, I think there was 27 were in his class in Auckland, and everybody there was a reflexologist, a foot reflexologist, and he taught hand and ear, which was really handy, was really amazing. But John Whitman Ray sent me tongue reflexology, he sent me lip reflexology, face reflexology, what was the other ones? There was 7 anyway, and I did a postgraduate course for the ones here in Napier,
Yes.
and they all did that, and I said, and guess who the thing was, I said, we need to do a course, or not a course, what is it when you take a question and you find the answer? You usually do it after you've finished your course. This is what I was afraid of. I'd have
Research?
It's like research, but there is a name for it.
Right.
So
Quantitative?
I did this course,
Yeah.
and all the people that were, had their certificates, they came to it.
Right.
And I said, right, I'm going to be your guinea pig. I said, because I always did. I always used to go first. And when I did gait patterning, for instance, I would walk around the floor and I'd say, now everybody, you've got to see all the faults in my body. How do I swing one arm? Am I limping? Is my head straight? Is some part of me, is one shoulder dropped? Is my ASIS out?
Yes.
All those sort of things.
Yeah.
And I say, I'm going first, and you can do me first. If the tutor's willing to be the first, it just makes everybody relax,
Yes. Yeah.
And so they said, oh, your smile's crooked, and you swing one arm longer than further forward than the other, and it was great. And I was thrilled that they were picking these things up, because I said they are a clue to the things that's wrong in the body. I said we've got to be great